I don't
Before
wanna.
you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
That's not
Your
like
fairy
you
has
can
no
actually
eyes.
do it.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
You know, the definition of clown here is fairly changeable depending on which point of view you're looking at, narrator.
I'm reminded of a situation that involves going click.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
How were they able
A
to
few
make
pathetic
stone
wisps of
walls in a
starlight
wooden
attempt to
cabin?
illuminate the cold, uninviting stone
That's a very
walls
good question.
and thick, wrought
They
iron
built the
bars
stone
barricade
walls
the
and they
windows,
assembled
reminding anyone who
the wooden
enters
cabin
that
around
this
it.
is a prison.
Hmm.
The only furniture of note is an iron table bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, look at that knife. That is slightly better perched on the
Yeah.
table.
Mhm.
See? We have done this before!
I don't know what you mean.
God damn it! What's with the mirror?
What mirror?
The mirror just to the left of the door.
It's just a wall.
That is not just a wall, there's a mirror there.
The blade is your
That's a wall,
implement.
dude.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about the mirror.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement.
But
There's
mirror,
nothing else in
it's
here.
right here. I'm tracing the outline of the mirror. It's right here.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
It's like, why would you lie about that?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
You know, this is very different from last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Very much not funny.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Where the hell
Hope
did the
you know
mirror
how
go?
ridiculous you look right now.
There was
Like
a
we said.
mirror right here.
Like
I
we said,
reached
it's just
up-
a wall.
I reached out to touch it, and it disappeared. There was a mirror right here.
And now you're just caressing the wall.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Yeah. You know, taking the blade went so well for us before.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Boy, this is different.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much
Doesn't
for
look comfortable.
cutting her out of here.
Not at all.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do what we did last time.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Yeah, until you left us with no key.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless. That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah, why not?
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
You know, that's fair.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
You know, I've been here before. Aside from the voices in my head, am I the only one who remembers that? This sounds much worse when I say it out loud.
Oh,
Sir, you're clearly
Are we
not had
acknowledging
enough
that?
Kaiser rolls and
I
ketchup.
thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Huh.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
It would have helped.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Lucky is not the word I'd use.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
That makes absolutely no sense to me.
I won't. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
It's not really daydreaming, but yeah, I can see how you'd think so. Yeah, there are voices in my head. We have discussions. It's a thing. So, what happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
There's another chain on the wall over there. Who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
No thanks.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Let's take a look at it.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I can look at it.
And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
It doesn't even look like it can actually lock. But then again, these don't seem like much like they're actually able to lock, and yet there they are.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will.
It looks like it has to go around our neck anyway.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't.
Has he told the truth there at any point as far as we're concerned?
I am.
We're going to look at the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
Now see, all I actually want to do is look at the shackle.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
I just wanted to look at it.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Oh good, magic chains.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Well,
Yes.
Yep.
we're in prison.
We are in prison.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
Anything we should do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Did you know this was going to happen?
No.
You don't care much for small talk, do you?
Nope.
That's rude.
I can't blame her if she's been stuck down here.
You figure she'd want to at least say. She figures she'd want company to at least talk.
Hmm?
You and the princess
prove
wait
yourself
in
an idiot.
silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
So, princess, is this what it was like before I showed up?
Yep,
How long were you down here?
too
There must
long.
be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
How can the passage of time interrupt a line of questioning?
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
You're giving the narrator ideas.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger. And larger.
Let me guess, you're gonna have the ceiling collapse on me and kill me now. Hey! You notice the basement's changed?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
This isn't small talk. It could cave in on our heads now.
Still rude.
Well, things do seem to be
You continue to
eroding.
wait in silence,
Yeah.
and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
How have I not starved or died of dehydration?
Maybe we're a camel.
That doesn't make sense.
It's not hump day.
Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died.
And we
by
can't
now.
even use the
Rocks
knife to
around us
stab
are
the
starting to
camel.
erode.
It's too far away.
Yeah, what? I mean, the skeptic has it right here.
She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't.
I don't know where the
Even
knife
more
went.
silent time passes as
I
you
fell
watch
through one of the
roots push
cracks.
themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And... I think he's gone.
Huh. When the voices in my head just went quiet.
It's like that one
Would you
part
look
in
at
Stanley
that?
Parable.
We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Hey, you got... Oh, well... Didn't have time to warn you there. Hey, the mirror's back!
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
silence as she reads forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Once again?
Once again.
Proceed to the... What cabin? Hello? What cabin?
You'll see.
I don't see a cat. I can't really move around much.
Stop asking silly questions, eat your kaiser balls and catch up. You're at the cabin.
No, I'm not! This is
Oh, yes, you
definitively
are.
not a cabin. There is
But it's right
nothing
there.
about this that is definable as cabin.
But it says it's right there.
It can say it's right there all at once, but I don't see it.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
What?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
What do you mean again? Boy, I have a bunch of options here.
Mm-hmm.
How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does this feel like to you?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When whatever's going on here is done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know, I have no clue what's going on here. I've just got a bunch of questions that keep popping in my head for no reasons. But something tells me I'm gonna have to kill you once this is done.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Why can I not do the same things I've done before as I keep repeating life?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
What do... Next time? What next time? Head, quit asking these questions. I don't understand. What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
What are your thoughts on this one?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
You know, I can't say I specifically want to hurt you because you're the closest thing to giving me straight answers, and that's really a low bar. But it seems like if I keep going back and coming back here, somehow it's gonna get worse.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
So, speaking of sensation, how does it feel getting your arm cut off? Just out of curiosity. How many more times I gotta do this?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
You know what I was thinking about straight answers? Yeah, throw that away.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
So, no, you don't care how you change or grow here.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
So, you've been kinder to me than anyone else I've been around here, including all the voices in my head. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
I think I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
God damn it.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Did we already do the intro?
Did we?
We have to. Wait, we just started.
Yeah.
I didn't nod off already, did I?
And if you nodded off, I think I did too.
Damn.
This is not the first time it's happened either.
Yeah, it's weird.
We keep nodding off. Is this game that boring?
I don't know.
Eh.
Maybe we should stop the recording for a bit and try to figure things out. Sorry, folks. Until next time, I guess.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye, folks.
Bye.